Hey YouTube, it's Crypto Chris coming at you again, making another really boring video. Gonna do just another update. No, they're not exactly the greatest, but so far no one's told me how bad I suck, so I guess until that happens, I'll keep making them and I'll probably still continue to keep making them after that and just ignore you anyway. But we're gonna do a update today of where my chain group's sitting at and where we're doing on reward table again. I'm trying to get this thing to move, and for some reason, it will not move. There we go. Alright, we're sitting today at 570, 770. Really, not a whole lot's changed. Our trade groups are still kind of doing their own little thing. Main one, Cloud Share, which, yeah, it seems like a whole lot, but they have such a roller coaster. I mean, you got 7%. I think they were doing 10% a few days last month, but then you're down to 0.1 up to 2 down. There's just such a roller coaster. It's really hard to invest in them. I mean, they're averaging about a little over 2%, 2.2 or so for 7 days, but it's still, I mean, over 30 days, they're barely like 1.5 something. So it's really not worth it to me to try to put any kind of money into them. Still doing most of my investments in Dragon Foundation because I think we've got, today's the 8th, it's noon on the 8th, we've got about 12 more days before they start taking investments, and I'm just kind of hoping they continue to pay for the 180 days afterwards, which I invested everything I got last night. I think I made $12 and some change last night. I won't get my next deposit or interest payment for another 6 hours from right now. But as you can see, it's kind of stays around the $10, $12 mark every day. Because I originally put in 415, and I think right now this is day 17. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Go through our investments. As you can see, each one of the payments aren't very much. I'm only making, for every like $10, $11 payment I put in, I make 20 some odd cents each day. The 12, the 877s was the original deposit of 415 that I put in, and then each one of these little ones are every one I've had since then. Let's see. Put in on the 21st. So we're about day 17 now. So made right around 160 bucks in 17 days, which it's not a whole lot, but when things kind of pick up a little bit, when you get that, once everything gets a little higher, the deposits will get higher and higher each day. But I mean, beyond that, there's really not a whole lot to say. The chain group's just getting everything back the way it was every day. And then the other one I'm in is reward table, which I was having kind of a problem really wanting to back them because I sat on this table right here, which it finally paid out. It says on their website, at first it went from, I think it was between 2 hours and 48 hours, and they said that a table should pay. I think I got to level 4 within about 24 hours. And then it sat and sat and sat for, I think I sat there for 3 days without a single person buying into the table. And then I don't know if it's something that Reward Table does. They take and invest people into tables that have sat for a while. But the last 8 spots filled and I got paid out within like 35, 40 minutes. So as you can see, I mean, I got the 0.7, so it put me up to 0.5, and then I've 0.7, and I reinvested into 2 different tables. But as again, I invested yesterday around this time.
2,000 years later.
And again, nothing. I'm sitting here. I put both of them in the same table. I'm signed up under this guy here, but these 8 spots have sat completely stagnant for the last 24 hours. So, I mean, obviously, I'm going to get paid. It's just a if and when. So, I mean, it's if you want to sit around and put the time into it, but let's see. Let me pull up. I'm making, like I said, $10, $10 to $12 a day on Chain Group. And right now this is way down. It had like a $3,000 crash overnight. I have no idea what happened with that. But 0.007, even at this, with it being down, I made $109 in 4 days. That's $70 more than what, when I first put money into it, a 0.1 was like $11. Now it's $15. So I'd have been paid out $77, where I got paid out over $110 or so. So for 4 days of just sitting around, it's quite a lot more money than what I'm actually making on Chain Group. But what my plan is you've got, I'm trying to find where they show everything at here. Maybe I can go under my accounts. And here it is. You've got your beginner, which is 0.001, like I've already said, middle 0.01. And so what I'm wanting to do is, when the next table that I'm in pays out, that'll put me up to 0.12 or 1.2 or something, whatever, 0.012, and I want to take and put it into here and let that sit until it goes out to 0.7, and then reinvest again to try to get up to 0.1. Because if you can, may take me a couple of weeks, but if I can get it up to 0.07, it's $11,000. Yeah, it may take me a week or two, but where else can you make $11,000 in a week? So, or more. So I'm going to give it a shot. So far, I don't think I have anybody signed up underneath me, so I'm not really making any kind of referrals. But yeah, see, I'm signed up. My upline is Bigfoot, but I haven't had anybody sign up underneath it. But for just sitting around, and it's not really enough money to quit your job and say you're a millionaire, but it's some extra money. I mean, $110 is Christmas. It's an extra Christmas present. It's a night out with your wife. It's something like that. So my wife's already wanting to spend the money that we've made, but I'm wanting to try to reinvest it. But I don't know if you got any questions on either one of these two platforms. Just send me a message.